you say?
I got any
Laura, what'd you
piece
say?
of gum. You need a piece of gum?
I'm all set, thanks.
Okay. Anybody?
Okay, thank you.
It's brand new. I just bought it.
Okay, we'll get these guys situated. Thanks, Jessica. Okay, so whenever you're ready. Are you?
Can I bring this one? I can bring this, right? It's legal. Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll bring mine too.
Ready?
Yep, you go first.
Okay.
It's only the second time I've done this.
Oh, is it? That's the first time I did it.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Sprint Cup Amanda Wright. Welcome to AmpUpThe88.com live video chat powered by Amp Energy, where each week we host a live video chat with a member of the 88 team, and you, the fans, get to ask the questions. So if you haven't done so already, log in and start submitting those questions. This week we're chatting with John Kendrach, Assistant Track Support of Engine Shop. So how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We got a lot of questions today, so hopefully, you know, you won't mind answering a few of those for the fans that are out there.
Okay. I hope I can.
All right. Well, I'm going to start right off. Sun VGG is asking, what are your duties on race day?
Race day, usually if I don't have to take care of a car, you know, specific car, I usually help everybody make sure everything's okay with the engine package that we have that weekend. To, you know, just make sure everything goes smooth for the weekend.
All right. Now, do you stay all the way through the end of the race?
Yes, I stay all the way to the end, and hopefully we win. And we have to tear down, you know, so we have to go through post-race inspection.
Yeah.
We have been doing a lot of that this year.
So does it matter what team? So you really have like 4 different teams you could go to victory lane with, right?
Well, we actually have 7, 8.
Oh, wow.
Because we have, you know, our house cars, and we have Haas, the 1439, the 78 and 09.
Ah.
So we got quite a bit of cars out there.
So odds are that you can go to victory lane pretty often, huh? All right. Now, Backer 88 team is asking kind of the same question along the lines, but what is your role during the race?
During a race, like if I don't have a specific team to work with, like if I work with one team, I usually help them team, you know, with fuel mileage to, you know, pitting the car, or, you know, not changing tires or anything, but helping them that. But if I don't have a team, I usually just make sure that everybody else is okay during the race. You know, no issues. You know, hopefully there is none. But you know, it's, you know, help them between fuel mileage between each team. To, if there was an issue, I'm there.
That's cool to have. Now, Kimmy for me is asking, I don't know if this may be a tough one. She says, is there a horsepower problem this season with the Hendrick Motorsports engines?
No, we don't know where. We're making good power.
Making good power.
Oh yeah, we always make good power. We this year we have improved quite a bit. You know, every year we always can improve, and we got more improvements. So make sure everybody roots for us.
You heard it here first, guys. All right, now we were talking about your roles at the track. Sarah 12 wants to know, what is your main role in the engine shop here at Hendrick Motorsports?
At the shop, I usually take care of all like the carburation to the intake manifolds, help on that. A lot of dyno work, making sure everybody has the parts and pieces, you know, the teams, the engine tuner, each engine tuner, for carburation to intake manifolds. And, you know, we do a lot of dyno work with that. So during the week, we're pretty busy. You know, I keep pretty busy.
There's never a typical day.
No, what's good about this sport is every day is different. You know, one day we might be working on a dyno to, you know, at the car shop doing something different. So every day is a little different.
All right, and Sam Special wants to know actually how many people work in the engine shop.
I I would think like 100, because we classify as a CNC shop as part of the engine shop. So, yeah, there's probably about 100 people.
Wow.
So, we got a lot of people. We do a lot.
Do a lot. Well, you got, 7 teams still.
Yeah. Plus, we got 3 nationwide teams.
Yeah.
Well, we got 8 Cup teams and 3 nationwide.
That's a lot of engines.
Yes.
Molly88 wants to know, what type of tools do you use?
Basic hand tools, torque wrenches, screwdrivers, wrenches, basically what everybody owns.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to us, we don't have, we have special tools, but nothing. I think if somebody looked at our toolbox, they would recognize everything, a normal, they would recognize all our tools.
See, that's good. That's good to know, though. I mean, see, you can not do it yourself, but I mean, you have the same tools. It's cool to be able to, for the fans to be able to relate to that. Now, I Love Dakota Dog wants to know, what are your daily activities? So basically, like, what's a typical day in the life?
Well,
if there's a typical one.
I should say at the shop would be just making sure everything is like all the pieces, parts, carburetor to the intake manifold. Everybody's got that stuff to the dyno work. Oh, every day's a little different because one day, Monday's usually kind of a little bit not crazy, but you got a lot to do because you have to prepare for the week next week, and you just come down from the track. So I would say each day's different, but like the beginning of the week, we're trying to get going to go to the racetrack Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we leave for the racetrack. Then when you're at the track Friday, you're just making sure you prepared yourself during the beginning of the week for the weekend. So you're pretty busy. I should say that, just making sure, manifolds, carburetors, exhaust systems, engines, you did a lot prepared for the weekend.
So would you say you're busier during the week at the shop or at the track?
Probably both. We're really busy at the shop, but the weekend gets to be pretty busy too. So I should say there's no. I guess the only downtime would be when the track closes. At 5. So we're pretty busy every day.
So there is no typical day in the life.
No.
All right. Stealth Bomber wants to know, what is the hardest part about your job?
That's good. That's a
good question, huh?
That's a tough question. The hardest thing, I don't know. I guess when you like a job that much, I guess everything is not very hard. You deal with it. That's a question that's, I don't know. I guess when you get to a point when you like what you do, everything is good, isn't it?
Yeah. Just deal with it as it comes.
Yeah, you just try to deal with everything, and I don't think there's not nothing I could say that's the hardest or a dislike. So
that's good to hear, though. It means if you love what you do, it's not considered work, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Now, Sun VGG wants to know, how much do you talk to Junior on a race weekend? Do you talk to him quite a bit?
No, usually, if I'm talking to him, there's something wrong. So, a little bit, but, it's usually he has so much going on, with the crew chief, the engineer. And if there is something wrong with the engine, he's going to let us know right off the bat. So, usually not that much, I should say.
So no news is good news.
Right. No news is good news.
All right, Kimmy for me wants to know, this is a good question. Do you think the E15 fuel will change the engines?
Yes.
I'd like to know that too.
It will.
Yeah.
It's going to change it'll change the package a little bit. Not the power, no, because it will come back with a power. But I think it's better for, the emissions, and it's better to go that route. I don't think it will hurt anything off the bat, no. I think it's a plus. It's really going to be a big plus.
That's good. So stay tuned in 2011,
Yeah.
E15 coming to
Oh,
NASCAR.
yeah. It'll be there.
It's going to be great. All right, so I'm hearing stories about the short film that Amp Energy Juice is going to debut at the track, which is during the Amp Energy Juice 500 at Talladega, not this weekend, but next weekend. So you can check out the trailer on www.legendsofhalladega.com. Now, will you be in Talladega?
Yes.
All right. If you guys are in Talladega, make sure that you can go and check out they're gonna have the little theaters up that you can check out the Legends of Talladega. So, got a lot of questions. Oh my goodness. So, it will be. If you can't make it to the track, make sure you go to legendsofhalladega.com. You can find out about the short film. It's going to be great. Do you think you'll be able to go check it out?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to.
There's going to be a theater in the infield. So.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to go.
I'm excited. I heard lots of things about it.
Yeah, I bet you it is.
All right. So now we're going to get back to some of the questions that we have.
Okay.
We have a lot of questions from our fans today. Jeff C88 asks, what is your most memorable win throughout your career?
Oh.
You're getting tough questions today, huh?
Yeah. I guess 2 wins would be good. Daytona with Tony Stewart in a nationwide car. That was last year with the R&D team from Hendrick. We tested a lot through the years, and then they wanted to race. So we raced the 80 car sponsored by Hendrick.com. And we went down there just, have a good time, and we won. And it was so exciting for the guys that we tested with all that time, and we won. That was good. That was a good win. And then Brad Keselowski, the 09 last year.
Yeah.
Same deal. I was with the 09 bunch for 2-3 years. We struggled, trying to make races and that. And we won that race at Talladega. That was like big,
Yeah.
That was them 2 races there, always sticking, That was a good 2 races to win.
And I wouldn't have thought those 2. Those are cool. It's always those other ones you don't think about. All right. Now, I also hear Molly18 is telling me that I hear you have an awesome car collection. Now, what is your favorite car out of the collection?
I don't know about awesome collection. I maybe have a collection. Some people might not think they're awesome. I don't know. I couldn't pick one. I have...
Well, what are a couple cars in your collection that you got?
Let's see. I have a 66 Dodge Charger, 86 Corvette, 91 Firebird, 68 El Camino, 2002 Trans Am, 67 Ford convertible.
Nice.
I mean, I got some little bit of everything, but I don't know if I had to pick one. I don't know. I'd have to, if I can drive 2 or 3 cars at once, I would probably drive 2 or 3 cars at once. I couldn't pick just one. I like them all.
Yeah.
That's why I have them.
That's true. And Marky Mark actually wants to know, how many cars do you have in your collection?
Oh. Together?
Yeah, all together.
All together. Oh, maybe like, I think I have 6 that are working.
6 that are working.
Yeah, that I could actually drive.
Yeah. So almost one for every day of the week.
Almost.
All right. Well, we're halfway through today's AmpUpThe88.com video chat powered by Amp Energy. I'm Miss Sprint Cup, and we are here with John Kendrach, Assistant Track Support of the Engine Shop, answering your questions. Now, we have another one here from Sun VGG, and asks, do you have any part of Junior's Nationwide team?
At the beginning of the year, I help them now still, but at the beginning of the year, I was tuning the 7 car, which was driven by Danica, Patrick, Scott Wimmer. There was a couple drivers in there. Weiss, Josh Weiss, and I helped them at the beginning. But I still work there. I still help them out now, but I'm not guess it committed to one car.
Gotcha. All right, Kimmy for me is asking, do you use the Junior Motorsports cars to test your engines?
No, I mean, if they test, you know, we have test engines, but they race every week, so we have, you know, the race engines to go in there. So no, I guess that would be no.
All right, here's a good question. JK's Babby Mama wants to know, what is your favorite car?
Wow, what's my favorite car?
We're getting tough questions today.
Wow, I like all cars. You know, I probably, if I had to pick one, I would have to be I think a 70 442 Hurst Olds.
Really?
Yeah, that's I always liked that car. So I guess I would have to pick that one.
So maybe that might be car number 7 in the collection?
Maybe in the future, but well, I got to get some of my stuff done first.
All right, Shannon Star 88 wants to know, which is leads off of that question, is there a specific car that you're looking to add to your collection? I take it that may be it.
Yeah,
is there
that
any
might
other
be
ones?
it. If I had to buy another one, I'm not allowed buying no more cars.
You're not going to buy any more cars?
Maybe maybe a couple years. I got to finish some of mine first.
All right. We'll give you a couple years and we'll ask you that.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll come back to that question.
George Charney Jr. wants to know, who is your favorite cousin?
Oh, he's my favorite cousin. I got so many cousins that I probably couldn't just pick one, you know? I probably would have to say, I don't know. That's you know, I can't pinpoint just one person.
Just one person.
So I would say there's my cousin Jerry. He's probably in the, you know, top 5. But I can't really say which one's my favorite because I might get in trouble. You know, I don't want my mom yelling at me.
Now, are these all first cousins, or are they?
Oh, I got first, second, third.
Goodness gracious.
Big family. I grew up in a big family.
It's fun, though. It's gotta be so much.
Great. It was great.
All right. Now we're gonna get back to some of we got some hard questions today. You guys, today's fans, we're doing pretty good. Now, DRL DeBoer wants to know, does brand of motor oil matter with the HMS engines?
Yes, we use Quaker State.
Quaker State.
Mm-hmm.
Guys have been for years, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you don't use the amp, the Lightning, you don't use that?
Well, I tell you what, if we were allowed to, we probably would try it, but I don't think they would let us pour this.
You can only drink it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, you know, you're just supposed to drink it. Which are really good.
Now, I heard you don't drink much of those, but...
I don't drink that many of them, but I guess they're too good. You just, you know how it's like, you know, that's all I would do is just drink them all the time. And you just get too much of one thing. You
get all amped up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I know that all the guys on the teams, I always see them all. They always have one in their hand. So... if you guys check it out, we have the Amp Energy Juice and we have the Amp Energy Sugar-Free Lightning, which is kind of like a lemonade flavor. Yep. But this is the big thing that's going to be, come Talladega, Amp Energy Juice 500. It's going to be a good race. I can't wait. So, all right, back to our questions.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, is it true that your favorite music is classic rock?
Yes, I like classic rock.
Classic rock?
Mm-hmm.
Any specific, Maggie66 wants to know, who's your favorite artist?
I guess always was like a fan of the Doors, to Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, to the Who. I guess Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix, that classic, you know. That
nice,
kind of music.
Nice. God, between you and JR and then Junior, I mean, everybody, you guys, you know, you're big into music, huh? You rock out. You guys all play rock band together?
No, I can't play that, but I'm gonna try. I tried it, but I can't play.
Hey, it's a good time.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah22 wants to know, in the same line as the music, what is the best concert you've ever been to?
Wow, best concert I've ever been to.
You guys are getting them good today, by the way.
Oh, I guess when I was like in high school, I went to a concert in Three Rivers Stadium, which was it was Van Halen, Metallica, and we had tickets, and we were at the, you know, we had buy Metallica, and at that time nobody knew who Metallica was. I didn't really know who Metallica was. That was a good concert. I don't know if that was probably one of the best ones. I've been to that. Steve Miller, that was his, and that was a good concert. And man, I don't know. That's tough. I want to, not a lot of them, but quite a them. I should say that one there, because I guess when you're younger, you know, you start seeing all that. You're like, wow, that was, you know, it was really cool. And that was probably one of the best ones I went to. Metallica.
Metallica. That's so cool. Oh man, you're lucky. I haven't been to that many concerts. All right, Brandon 12 wants to know, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Anywhere. I guess I'd have to go to Hawaii. I always wanted to go to Hawaii, you know, down there. Yeah, probably Hawaii. Go down there and hang out with the 5-0 or something like that. Yeah.
Or hang 10.
Yeah.
All right, JK's Babby Mama wants to know, how is working with Danica Patrick? Because you said you worked with her at the beginning of the season. How was it working on her, like on her engines in her car?
It was. I guess it was very interesting, because you're not, you know, all through my career, I've been with not that many rookies, you know, and from her coming from, you know, the Indy car, which is a light car, and coming to this car, which is a lot heavier. I was really amazed how she adapted that fast, you know? I mean, really, I was like, that's good, because I've worked with drivers that been driving trucks and stuff like that, and come over and take them just a little bit to get going, and she did very good. I mean, if you follow her from where she started to now, like, wow, what's next year gonna do? You know, she's gonna be in victory lane, possibility, you know.
Yeah.
So I think she, you know, I think it was good, very good working with her, and I think that talent level, you know, was good. And it was different from working with a driver from another series, you know, that was different.
That's cool. That is really cool. So watch out next year.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff coming up, you know? All right. George Charney Jr. wants to know, he asked, do you have a favorite track or favorite city that you like to travel to during the race season?
I guess Talladega is probably one of my favorite tracks, you know. And this time it's sponsored by AMP. And I think that is probably my best track. Not, you know, the racing's good, but if you look at the people, I mean, man, they're like, I don't care where you know, to back at the hotel, to restaurants, everybody's, you know, really into it, happy to see everybody. They're really into that racing. And when you go to the track and you see the fans that pumped up, it's like gets everybody pumped up. You're like, man, this is a nice track, and it's a good race.
Oh yeah.
You know, all of them are good races, but I think that's probably a fan's race. And when you see the fans that pumped up, it gets everybody pumped up. You know, I think that's probably my favorite race.
Oh man, I can't wait. That's coming up. Remember, Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Woo.
It'll be good.
It's gonna be really good. All right. Back to Sun VGG's got some good questions today. I'll have to say that. He's asking, have you ever worked for, he says, quote, the almighty Dale Sr.?
No, I never worked with Dale Sr. I never did. I had an opportunity maybe too, but where I was at, I was really comfortable where I was at, so so no, I never had an opportunity. Would have been nice. Would have been nice.
All right. Okay. So Scott Maxim at Hendrick Motorsports. I don't know if you know him. He just is asking, you've had a couple significant wins over the past year and a half. with Tony Stewart at Daytona with the Nationwide Series, and then Brad Keselowski at Talladega. So he asks, what was that like? Probably just to be in victory lane with...
That was like, I guess it was like Christmas time when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Opening up presents. Don't know, you know, you know what you got, but, you know, you're excited. That was exciting, you know. It was exciting for everybody. Well, I think it was most exciting for the team, you know, car owner to the mechanics, to everybody on the team. That was so pumped up and excited. They had to tell us we had to leave victory lane because, you know, it was like, okay, you guys can leave, and we were like, we want to stay here for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So that was, I guess that was, I should say that would probably be like Christmas.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's awesome. That is, I can only imagine. All right, now we have, can't really pronounce the screen name. It's Foxy. Oh, my eyes are all messed up today. But he wants to know, have you ever driven a race car?
Not on a track. I've driven one, like, I guess, around the pit area in Bristol. We were testing.
That's cool.
And it wasn't very far, but I always wanted to.
Yeah.
Just to feel the horsepower, you know, the acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's probably what I would want to feel, just
to know how your engines are doing.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd be cool.
900 horsepower, just to feel what that feels like.
That'd be neat. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Beckbeat 555 wants to know, what drivers in the history of NASCAR have been your favorites?
I would probably say in the history.
We're making you think today, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I have, you know, when I was growing up following racing, my favorite driver was Mark Martin. You know, now we, you know, work with him. So
that's cool.
I imagine when you're little, now you're working with him. So that's pretty exciting to me. But through the whole other, I guess I would always have to say that's who I followed, was Mark. So I have to say Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's all I thought of. 6-car Valvoline, you know, that's who I followed. So there was a lot of other drivers, but when you're a little kid and you're focused on one driver.
So what's it like now working with him? So now, ever since he's come on to Hendrick Motorsports.
It's great. You know, it's when you've seen him through the years, you know, dominate, you know, nationwide, to try anything he drove. It was like he was up front. And I was like, we could put him on a bicycle and he would be up front, you know? So it's like really exciting, I think, for me to see, you know, as a little kid, you know, following him. Now you're working right next to him. It's like, that's pretty exciting.
That is really exciting. That's so cool. All right, George G. Boy wants to know, what is the hardest track and why?
I think the hardest tracks would be the road courses. And that's probably I really like them tracks, but yeah, to build the engine for the shiftings, you know, you know, the shifts, up shifts, down shifts, and the mileage, the fuel mileage, because, you know, you want to make good power, you don't want to break anything, and you got to get good mileage. So I should say that them are the hardest tracks, I think, for an engine guy, you know, the road courses.
All right, well, we have one more question. JK's Babby Mama wants to know, what do you want for Christmas? You said you never buy another car for your collection. Maybe you want one?
Yeah, if Santa Claus could bring me another car, that would be great. I guess Christmas, I guess would have to say, I guess a good Christmas day.
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with the family. That's always cool.
That is always cool. Oh, ha. Turns out that JK's Babby Mama It's one of the guys in the 88 team.
Oh, okay.
That's who's been asking. I was wondering, I kept going through, I'm like, they're asking all these funny questions. I'm like, who is this? They got you this week, huh?
Yeah, they did.
All right, guys. Well, that is enough for this week. Remember to check back in for next week right here on ampupthe88.com. We'll be chatting with Chris Golder, who's a shock specialist for the 88 team. Thanks. Have a good one.